Hey guys, and welcome back to Highschool Fools Podcast. This is the first episode of 2024. I'm Franco. I'm joined here with my host
Sophie.
And on today's episode, we have on
Luna. Hello.
This episode was a long time coming. We've been trying to record this for a long time. We actually did record you could say
8 times?
Yeah.
8 times, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to talk about that because new year, new us.
Let's
this
just
is
say
the future.
Luna's kind of bad luck. So
Yeah.
Say that.
So
That's
if
so mean.
anything happens that goes wrong in this podcast, just
we
blame it on Luna.
blame Luna. Yeah.
The
Look,
curse.
I'm okay behind the scenes. I hope you guys fact check stuff. I have been supporting from the background.
Anyways, also we wanted to apologize because we have been lacking on any uploads. We upload 3 times in the past 100
Every
days or
month?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, one episode every 2 months. That's
That's
not
super
the
bad.
standard.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to change it. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this. Whether it seems easy.
It's more than
guys,
just a
no,
microphone
it's
and a
more
camera.
than just let's start a podcast. It's more than that. It's more complicated.
Yeah.
But now that we're here,
Yeah.
2024.
All right.
New season, new year,
So
new podcast.
one of the topics is Luna. You like thrifting, right? But what
I
are your
do.
thoughts on thrifting becoming a trend?
I mean, I like that it's been more out there. You know, it's been less stigmatized because a lot of people would be like, oh, I know my mom, she would be like, oh, when I went thrifting when I was younger, I would get teased for it, I'd get bullied. And now it's everybody goes and it's a fun thing that you do.
It's definitely changed a lot.
Yeah.
You're wearing thrifted clothes. That's nasty. And I was like, let's go thrifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me and Sophie.
Yeah.
Let's go thrifting, get a drink, and a drinkity drink.
Yeah, it's something nice to do. I guess it's a hangout at this point.
Yeah.
Let's go thrifting.
Like going to the mall or going to the park or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just really sad though too, cause I guess from getting made fun of for people asking you, oh, where do you get your clothes? Oh, I thrifted this.
You're poor. What a loser.
Yeah, and then from now being something that people you go to some thrift shops and there's literally nothing anymore.
Yeah, it's become a lot more of a trend. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's become a trend now?
Because you're romanticizing being poor. That's the whole thing.
Vintage
Yeah, no, but I'm
stuff.
saying, how did that start? Who started it? Was that you? You did it?
No, it was the
I think-
Depop girls.
I
The
think
Depop girls.
I think it
It's
started
the Depop girls.
as soon as quarantine ended. People started being more experimental with their clothing, and I guess just finding things for cheaper too. But then again, it's rich people looking for things at a thrift store too. And I think the idea of just going to a thrift store not knowing what you could find, that
Yeah.
makes
That's fun.
that's the fun of it, I guess.
It's definitely become way more it's straight away from the purpose because I'm it's not, it doesn't have to be this thing, but it was kind of for people that couldn't afford brand new clothes. It's a secondhand store. It's for people that they, instead of going to a Walmart or any major retailer to get brand new things from a mall, you go to a secondhand store because it's cheaper there because it's already been used or blah blah blah. But now it's become more of a luxury than something that would help you out.
But is
Yeah.
it really cheaper now? It's
It's not.
a plain
Again,
tank
it's because
top.
of the Depop girls.
Yeah.
They go and they rummage through everything.
Yeah.
And then you could see them really early in the morning at thrift stores. They'll be rummaging through everything, getting all the good stuff, and then they'll sell it for 5-6 times at least the
Yeah.
price on Depop.
Yeah.
And they take all the nice stuff. Which
Well,
is
what are you
sad.
guys' thoughts on Shein?
I would fight a Depop girl.
What are you guys' thoughts on Shein,
What's
the
Shein?
company?
Oh, I vaguely, what is that?
Really cheap, kind of like Temu.
Yeah.
Temu,
Without
like straight from the Chinese producers?
Yeah.
Yes.
But without the little games.
No games?
No.
It's
What was the
I
point?
guess
You don't gotta
things.
feed the fish or anything.
I don't know what that is, but I'm going
No,
along
but
with this.
The Temu thing, you get
I'm pretty
coins, you
sure-
invite people, and then
yeah.
you have this little fish game that you could feed your fish.
I've-
And then it'll be please invite more people, I'm starving.
No,
to try to
but
convince you to get
thing
more
about-
people to play.
the thing about Shein is that it's
Wonderful.
I guess a lot of clothing that's I guess what's the word? Not popular. Trending.
Trending?
A lot of clothing that is trending but sold for cheaper. So
That's
Doc
so
Martens
cheap.
are what 150, right?
Mhm.
They'll probably sell them for $20.
On Shein.
Yeah.
Bless.
So what is Shein?
It's basically there's a lot of people fighting against it. A lot of people don't like Shein because it's fast fashion. So a lot of the things that they produce end up being in the trash in the next 2 months. But yeah, basically a lot of people
So
buy it.
is Shein retailing? I mean, is Shein reselling or is it straight from the retailer, the producer?
It's straight from the producer. It's like
Yeah.
mass selling stuff.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not people selling their own things. It's just like
No.
selling things from the actual, straight from the.
Yeah.
the
People
Okay.
getting low wages and like being overworked. So,
yeah.
but it's like clothes for cheap. Clothes for cheap. And the thing, like the reason I mention this is because when I go thrift shopping, I see a lot of clothes from like Shein, and it's like
Really?
mainly clothing
How
from
can you
Shein.
tell?
The,
It has a
the
tag?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you see a ton of clothes there. When they all look the same, but they just have different tags. So you'll see like the same shirt like 15 times. It'll just be Forever 21, Shein,
Yeah.
Temu. You know the
Straight from
Temu
Temu.
TikTok shop.
The Ti-
The
What?
TikTok shop.
There's a TikTok shop clothing tag.
Well, I don't know if it's a tag exactly, but you know which tags are specifically.
Oh,
Temu.
okay.
Like you know which tags that you know specifically are like the tianguis clothes.
No, but I can
No?
imagine
Okay.
like once you train yourself to learn those.
I know.
Yeah.
No, and then it's because it's a lot of the same clothes and then distributed to different companies which sell them under their own tag.
Yeah.
So I have like clothes that are they're like really sold from a really, really good company, but they have a tag that's from a different company, so it's cheaper.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So okay, so I go to los callejones, right? Which is these little alleyways in LA, and they have a ton of clothes. And you'll see like the people selling stuff that's like, oh, the fast fashion, Temu stuff.
Yeah.
But then also,
The Temu stuff.
the Temu stuff.
Where did you shop from? Timu. Oh, nice jacket. Where do you get that? Timu.
So you've become the thing you were making. You were talking about people making fun of people wearing thrift store.
It's
What if they
people-
can't afford thrift store? They
It's
have to
people.
get from
It's
Temu.
people from the mall, thrift store, and now Timu.
Temu's the bottom of the bottom. If you wear Temu clothes,
Get
don't let us catch
outta
you.
here.
Don't let us catch you. It's over for you. if We catch you wearing Temu clothes.
The thing with Temu clothes, though, sometimes you get lucky, and it'll last you. I have this one little eyeliner palette that I got from Temu.
I feel like that goes
And
for.
that thing is amazing. That thing has lasted me through weird guys trying to hug me. That thing has lasted me through getting stitches. I broke my forehead open and I had to get stitches. And the whole issue wasn't that I had to get stitches. It was that they couldn't get the paint out.
From the eye.
From the
From the
wound,
Timu
yeah.
eyeliner.
From my Timu
What
eyeliner.
did you
Temu eye.
wait,
It's
no.
radioactive.
What did you say about my eyeliner this morning? She said that my eyeliner was...
What did you say?
Sophie
said-
has bulletproof eyeliner.
What?
She meant
She
to
does.
say waterproof. but,
No,
like,
I meant bulletproof.
bulletproof.
The thing is staying through anything.
Yeah.
Absolute anything.
Like
Did you get it from Temu?
No, actually no.
Is it Wet
But-
Wild?
Yeah.
It's
I
Wet
don't know.
Wild.
I don't know
Like
what
if
that
you
is.
guys want an eyeliner that it stays when you're crying, when you're sweating.
I think if I remember correctly, 55% of our audience is women. So that's actually. I think
Yeah,
we
you're
should try
right.
to
It is like 60%.
I'm the minority. I was gonna be like, don't say that, but actually, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
The bulletproof eyeliner is amazing.
I think
Bulletproof.
what you said about Temu applies for. I feel like 99% of things on Temu are garbage, trash. You get them, they'll fall apart into Legos in like the second day. But every now and then you'll get something that's like actually quality.
I know.
Because I mean that is what things are. They might sell them at the mall, but they're from a Chinese retailer somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Eyeliner is, it's so good. I've had it for like almost a year now.
Is
And
that a
it's
lot?
still mostly full.
It's like a
And-
whole little
no,
palette, huh?
I don't know how long it's supposed to last.
It's
you.
like this big with different little squares. And I've painted like when I get bored in class, and I just start painting my whole like arm with different designs. And because I get bored a lot in class, so I just start painting. And like it's lasted me so long, and it stays on through anything. It's wonderful.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Does it ever,
if it's
like-
bulletproof? Yeah.
Does it ever like hurt you?
No.
Cause I remember in Mexico, I got this eyeliner, right? And like I put it on, it started burning.
Yeah.
Like I seriously, oh my goodness.
Oh,
We have
small
some people-
interruption.
Yeah, we have some people trying to enter the room.
We'll cut back to this
Yeah.
in a second. Okay, and we're back. We were talking about eyeliner. With small interruption, we were talking about eyeliner. I can't really relate to this topic. Can we move on to something more?
Well, I'm gonna just briefly go through this. But in Mexico, I got this eyeliner. It was like 5 pesos, and 5 pesos is pretty cheap over there.
Translate that to USD.
It's probably like 50 cents. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
Honestly, no. If I do the math, let me
That's
do
20
the math.
it's
Because
like 30
20 pesos is
It's like 30 cents.
$1. So like
You have the.
That's
you have
like-
It's down now.
Yeah, it's like 17, huh?
It's like 17.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
It's like 30 cents.
the so the conversion rate according to the.
The radius and the longitude.
It's 30 cents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's really cheap.
Yeah, so like I remember getting it because I ran out of mine, and then I put it on. It started burning. Like I thought I had like an allergic
They got
reaction
your
to
ass.
eyeliner,
They got your
and
ass.
With
my
the 30
eyes
cent
turned red,
eyeliner.
and like that's why when you told me about the Temu eyeliner, I was shocked because like cheap things like that I don't normally do good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean obviously.
You gotta like test them out on your hand first. Make sure it won't like kill you.
Let's move on to I guess similar back to thrifting. What are you guys' thrifting tips?
Don't go thrifting. Don't go to my thrift store. You don't know where it is. I'm gonna keep it because I want to be the only one there.
Is the Franco store?
There's the Franco store. Yeah, that's what it's called. There's too many people there.
The
I
Zip Up
think
girlies are gonna come for you if they know.
this is my tip. Don't go thrifting. Leave it for me. I want clothes, please. I hate when I see people.
What did you say? Well, they don't know, but like you mentioned something. You mentioned something about like girls
I
being in the
hate
men's
women.
section.
Specifically, I hate women.
Listen, most of our audience.
Women.
Wait, I have to come back to the.
Something we can't mess up no more.
I have to clickbait them and then come back. So specifically, I hate
TikTok?
women. I hate women shopping in the men's section of a thrift store. Not because nothing sexist.
Mean.
Nothing. Feminism. I support. But because I already have to deal with guys shopping in the men's section, and now I have to deal with women too. And you don't see guys in the women's section
You
of
should. Go.
I've checked there. There's nothing there. It's garbage. But there's so many women.
good stuff.
So now there's like, I get there and it's all ravaged. There's like torn clothes. There's like piles of
punched a
fire
guy
every now and
thrifting
then.
once.
What?
What?
I punched a reseller thrifting once.
On purpose? Oh.
Bro, what?
Get out of my way. I need these clothes.
It was a pile of clothes on the ground, and they were just like scooping stuff into bags. And I was trying to lift stuff up to like make sure it wasn't torn or like see the design or something. And I just went like this and punched him in the
Sure, it was an
face.
accident.
I'm saying it was an accident. Whether you believe me or not is something else.
He's watching right now. He's pretty. He knows it's not an accident.
It's like,
Wait, so he like he's gonna get you. So he was like picking up clothes that fell, or just like.
No. There was a pile on the ground, right, of clothes, and they just let
Is
in.
that normal at your thrift store?
No, this was like a special Black Friday event thing, right?
Oh, so everyone's like, get out of my, and then Luna's over here punching people. Get out of my way, I need my Temu clothes.
we're like
Yep. Actually, I got a really nice cashmere sweater for $1. It was nice.
That's pretty cool. I got some really cheap stuff. I got like a jacket
really
for
good.
like $5.
really.
I need to go
Yeah.
back
Do you
though.
guys ever like check the actual price of the clothing to make
do.
yourself
I
feel
do.
better? Like, cause I have like a jacket that's like $500, but I got it for $20, and like I feel so happy because of that. Because
I
I know
usually-
there's people actually paying for the real price.
Usually
have a ton of stuff like
I don't get branded things. Sometimes it's rare, and I'll get it because it looks good, but not because of the brand. So it's like usually it'll be just like this thing. It says Richmond Hunting Club. That's not a brand. That's just this random place in California. Usually they don't have brands, so I wouldn't.
High School Fools.
High School Fools. It says subscribe to High School Fools and get. What do we offer?
Takis.
Dude, I meant like, well, whatever. That's a reference. You don't get that. If you know, you know.
If you know, you
know.
know. If you know, you know.
But yeah, usually it's not branded things because I just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Usually,
Yeah.
like sometimes I have anything branded is because it was a gift, but I don't go out searching for like Nike things or whatever, even though that's what I wear.
I go looking for stuff like that when it's either like stuff that you know you're gonna need for a long time, like leather jackets, or denim, or like shoes. Things that you know you want last, you know, specific brands. But the things I have that cost the most that I found thrifting, one, my demonias,
Oh
because
yeah.
that was fun. I got like these,
Boots.
these really,
we could.
really high, chunky boots.
No, we can actually talk about that. About how you mentioned about the guys, how they feel about.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
fun. Okay, back to that in one moment. But the other thing is the tags. Like, I'll buy stuff where it has a different tag, but then I'll like search it up online, and it'll be sold by like a different store. Like one time I found some things in Hot Topic that weren't Hot Topic brand, but they were the same thing, just sold by a different brand.
Okay.
And they were like $100 at Hot Topic, and I got them for $5. I was so happy.
I can imagine how that's a good feeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
I think I do that with a lot of my clothes, cause like I don't know, like we mentioned about thrift shops becoming like a place where it gets a bit more expensive now because so many people actually do go thrifting. So it's like sometimes I feel bad for buying something for $20 because then I'm like, is this actually a good deal? But then I check the prices and it's worth like 5 times. But then again, it's like clothing that people donate. So should it really be like
It's
$20?
kind of also the
like,
prices are kind of arbitrary sometimes. Like you'll go to like a Walmart and it'll be like retailer price $5 million, sale price $20.
Yeah.
It's like and a retailer can decide whatever they want. They could put any like artificial price.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Unless like you check like a reselling website. I don't like for shoes you check like StockX or something. Like something that other people are willing to pay. If you just go to like the retailer's website and it has a price, I don't really like give it value because like they could put anything.
Do you guys like what percentage would you say is the amount like the thrift like your clothing like in your closet? How much of a percentage is thrifted?
I don't know because like a lot of the clothes I have are like my mom's old clothes that she found like at Los Callejones, back to these random alleyways in LA where they sell clothes. It's really sketchy and really, really good. I get the best clothes there.
So the percentage?
It's like half my mom's old clothes and then 30% thrifted.
Yeah.
And
So
then like the other 20.
Is like from an actual store?
Yeah.
What about you, Jonathan?
It's actually like a solid 95% are
Really?
thrifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. The only thing I'm telling you, the only things I have that aren't thrifted are gifts. And I mean, I'm not just getting gifts every day.
Yeah.
So I have a couple things that like a couple sweaters, a couple jackets that are gifted. Oh, and my football jerseys and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But besides that, like everything is thrifted. And I need to go back because I have like they're starting to get a little small on me. I need to update. But it's like every time I go and it's just so demotivating seeing like empty racks or just like I go and check and it's like just the most trash that no one wants.
Yeah.
It's like
Do you guys think people buy that? Like
that people that actually need the clothes, yes. But like resellers and stuff and like teenagers, no.
Yeah.
No, I mean like the tias. You know the señoras that go and you see them with those like don't talk to me before I've had my coffee.
Yeah.
Like Forever 21 shirts.
No.
Yeah, those. I've seen señoras with those on.
Because I mean,
It's
everybody
really
has like a
It's
different
very home
style.
goods, you know?
You so?
Very home goods aesthetic.
Yeah. I don't know. Like for me, I would say like as well as Jonathan, I think 90% of my clothing is from like thrifting, and I guess the only thing that just like the other 10% would be like things that I have like for sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I need a bit more
you can't
like
get everything.
quality. Yeah, like I feel like I'm the opposite of you. Like I do try my best to look for things that are like from brands and stuff like that. And because I have this Adidas sweater that's pink and it was like $80, but I got it for $5 and it was new. Like it still had the tag and everything. So I was like,
the Timu
feeling.
I was so happy because I'm like, damn, like nobody else has this sweater. Like I'm the only one with this sweater, and I don't even like
the only
pink that
Adidas
much.
sweater in the whole world.
The only pink Adidas sweater. Like nobody
It's
has
so nice to have like a statement piece because you're like, I have this.
That's what thrifting. I feel like that's what's so beautiful about thrifting. Because like, how many times have you seen someone wear the same thing that you thrifted? Like
one time, actually. One time, I had
you're
this.
not supposed to agree.
I had this T-shirt that was like this random ass like brand. No, not even a brand, just like a design.
Yeah.
And then I was at what's the place by the pier? It's like a shopping center, it's a mall.
The Pike?
The Pike. I was at the Pike in Long Beach. And I saw this guy, and I was with my girlfriend, and I saw this guy, and I was like, because I was wearing it too. Wait, no, I don't think I was wearing it. I think. Oh, wait, no, these are two separate
It's
times.
still crazy,
One time
though.
I wasn't wearing a shirt, and he had a shirt that looked like me. And the other time I was at, I think, Knott's. No, not Knott's. I was at the Orange County Fair.
Yeah.
And the guy had the same shirt on, but his was bigger. And I was like, but I mean, I imagine that's like some brands have like some leftover shirts, and they just like donate them. So it's like, it's just shirts people don't want. But it was pretty cool.
How many?
Because there is a feeling that it's like a unique shirt, but at the end of the day, if it's a shirt, then it's like someone made it by a brand. Like rarely was it like a person that made the shirt. Usually it's a brand and it's like some leftovers or whatever.
Yeah.
So usually there's gonna be other shirts and
Me
stuff.
too.
I like going to where they sell like the trial sizes, you know, just to see like if people will like them or not.
Oh, I get
Because
what you're
I
saying.
fit into a lot of those trial sizes,
Yeah.
and so I'll get so much clothes for so cheap, and they're so good. And it's a wonderful feeling to get clothes for cheap that you like, especially.
That fit you too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
Usually
yeah,
have-
Jesus.
Usually I have to sew clothes so they fit me.
Yeah, no, I don't
Like,
have
as a
that. I don't
tailor.
know how to. That's more work than I'm willing to put into it. But it's like I'll get shirts and stuff, and I'll just like when they're cheap, I'll just put them in the car and stuff. Oh, this is a cool shirt. Boom.
Yeah.
And either they're like slightly too small or really big, because I have a really bad eye with that for some reason. So I have shirts that I just like. I call sleeping shirts because I just sleep in them. I don't wear them out, and they fit like down to like my under my waist, like to my pockets.
Yeah.
And I like that's like
dress?
no. Oh, that's the bell.
Okay.
Wait for it to. Okay, that's a wrap with this episode. We're gonna continue this
Part
for part two. Thank you, Luna, for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Nothing exploded.
The thing
Don't
we
say
survived.
that,
We're gonna check the recording and it's gonna be bad. Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
See you in part two.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but for the second part of the video, the brightness got messed up, and we tried to fix it, but we just had to work with what we had. Hope you can still enjoy the episode. Thank you. Hey guys, Sophie was turned. We have to start it. So stop everything.
Like in the brightness.
This is fine. Hey guys, welcome back to part two, High School Fools. You were here. Last part, you were here. We were talking about. I was gonna say something. We were talking about thrift shopping last
Thrift
time.
shopping. Yeah. And then we ended up talking about like how Temu eyeliner is like bulletproof and stuff. And Luna mentioned how like she went to the hospital and they couldn't take off the Temu eyeliner off despite there being blood there too.
It's a
So-
really good Temu eyeliner.
I have a question. How did you end
you
up in the
wanna
hospital
acknowledge this?
bloody?
Oh,
Whose blood was it, first of all?
it was my blood.
And how'd that happen?
So I was at night school. It was after
What's night school?
It's an engineering class I take after school. Tuesdays
At
and
night?
Thursdays at night. Well, it's not
Tuesdays
at
and Thursdays.
night,
Oh, so they know where to find you. Sweet.
but
At night?
it's not actually at night. But
It's in the
we
morning?
stay until pretty late. It's adult school, but we stay until pretty late,
Yeah.
and so we just ended up calling it night school.
Mm.
It's really fun, and I enjoyed it a lot because we have a lot of shenanigans, and that's kind of how I got
Explain.
hurt. So we were just kind of waiting for our parents to pick us up after night school, and I had gone with Sophie actually
Boom, boom, boom.
to get to get Starbucks because I was on a field trip.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm walking to night school with Sophie, and I'm just drinking my coffee. But I'm not used to coffee or any kind of caffeine or anything. So I was bouncing off the walls. And
Sorry.
and I was way too hyper, and I was wearing heels. And when we were just like joking around and doing shenanigans after night school.
On your way to school?
After night school.
After that. Oh, yeah, you were in Gibby. Oh, yeah, I got a little lost.
Timeline. This was after night school.
Okay, so Sophie, this is all Sophie's fault. That's what I'm hearing.
No. It is not. I just was with Sophie.
Just happened.
She was an
It
accomplice.
was just happened.
Guest appearance. Just
Yeah.
Guest appearance.
Yeah, I had to text her afterwards. Be like, oops, no more coffee for me.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to drink coffee anymore.
Okay, we're
at
jumping all
night.
over the place. I feel like I'm on coffee. So,
Okay. You're on coffee?
Well, I did have coffee. That's not the point. We're talking about.
Okay. And so I was bouncing around, literally bouncing off the walls. I tripped over my heel and I fell straight into a fence.
What kind of fence?
Like the school gates.
Like a metal fence.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Straight into the gate. And I kind of like fell over and I thought like, oh, I kind of like got an eyelash in my eye, you know. And I was just like, oh, that's unfortunate. I got up, look at my hand, it's like blood everywhere.
You're bleeding out on the floor.
Yeah. No, but I was like fine. I just like hit my head and I was like, oh, whatever. You know, I'm fine. And then my friend starts like freaking out because I'm covered in blood.
You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
My friends started freaking out because I'm covered in blood. I was like, oh, damn, I was wearing white. That's unfortunate. And so I thought it was fine. Like, it didn't even hurt or anything because I was just with so much adrenaline.
So you just went home like that?
Oh, because of the caffeine, huh?
Because of the caffeine and then the adrenaline and everything. I was like, hey, I'm fine.
Yeah. You say you were like jumping around, or what did you say?
Yeah, you said you were on drugs too.
I was on coffee. It was
Oh.
it was a Starbucks peppermint mocha. That was my downfall.
No, that was the first time you tried it too, no? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is all
First
Sophie's fault,
time.
is what I'm hearing.
Because I wanted a nice, like, holiday drink.
Try something new, yeah.
Yeah, don't.
No. Only thing I
Stay
had gone
in your
before.
comfort zone.
Only thing I had gone before was a refresher, and that's it.
What's a refresher?
It's like a lemonade.
Oh, it's not even close to the coffee.
No.
And
nothing.
then what ended up happening? You cleaned it up?
Yeah, and I thought it was fine. And then my mom tried to clean it with a Q-tip when I got home, and the whole tip of the Q-tip went in because it was like deep as hell. And I was like, they were like, okay, you need to go to the hospital. And then I went to the urgent care, and they were like, no, this is too bad. We could like actually mess up your eye. And then they sent me to the emergency room.
You flew in a hospital to the best hospital in America.
It was like
to airlift you.
it was the ghetto
A
hospital.
helicopter took you.
And I was just like waiting in the hospital. People would be like, "What the hell happened?" I'm like, "I fought a gate," and then the nurses would laugh. So it was funny.
Yeah.
I while we're on this topic, I don't know a single person that has ever had good hospital service. Maybe this is just Los Angeles thing, but
Yeah.
it sucks. You could have a bullet. You could have 3 bullets. I think the limit's 4. You could have 3 bullets through your chest, and they'll be like, "We'll get to you when we get to you."
Mm-hmm.
4 bullets, maybe they'll consider it, but like they will not care for you for any reason. I know people, and I myself have had several situations where I've had to go to the hospital. I've heard about it, and they just like, you have to wait. You like, regardless of what you're suffering through, you have to wait.
For me, I'm about to be like, no. Yeah, because when I dislocated my knee, the service was pretty quick. I thought I was there for like forever, like, because I got there because I dislocated my knee playing basketball, right? I think when I got there, they put me on drugs and everything. And then when I woke up, I thought that a whole day had passed by, and it had only been like 30 minutes. And I was already like, I looked at my knee and everything was good, and I was ready to go home. That was like the fastest like service that I've ever had. Well, like in the doctors. But back to what you're saying, like my dad, he also has to spend like long amount of time if he has some sort of pain in his stomach or something like that, you know. But I guess obviously if you have like a broken bone, something to do with bones or something like that, the service is much quicker.
I've had a friend. Well, I mean, when we were playing football, my friend Anakin, future guest maybe, he got his shoulder popped out. Like everything was out. Ooh. It was bad. It was like, it was hanging like this, and they the ambulance took him to the hospital, and he didn't get service for like hours. Like he texted us. The game ended like at 9 or 10 or something. He texted us like at 1 a.m. He was like, they're just treating me now. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah, that was me.
It's just like they
stitched me up wrong.
And like the service itself, like once you get it, I don't know, below mediocre. One time I had like the worst pain I felt in my whole life. This was random, like I don't know, it's like sometime at 2 a.m. or something. And like I was in my bed, and I was like the pain woke me up, and I was like, damn. I'll try to sleep it off. And it's an hour later, I couldn't sleep it off. So I went out, I was like, Mom, can you take me to the hospital? And she's like, yeah, I guess. So while I'm waiting, I'm like, damn, it's getting worse. Like, unbearable. Like, tears are starting to come out. Like, the worst pain I've felt in my whole life. And I'm like, I can't wait. So I kind of want one. They're on their way. Start telling me what's going on. I hate the description, but, like, the only thing you could describe it as was, like, a heart attack. Like, the pain in my chest. That's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. And the people get there. The
ambulance people.
No, the paramedics. That's what it's called. They get there. They start, like, they strap me to all these things. They start taking my vitals and stuff. And the guy's like, well, it's not a heart attack. And I'm like, cool. He's like, you guys want to go to the ambulance? Or you want to just drive over there? And I was like, we'll drive. So I get over there, wait for like a couple hours. I get over there. They treat me. Like they start doing the same thing basically that they did like at my house. And then like they do something. I forget if they took an x-ray or something. They did something. And then after like that 2 hours of service or waiting or whatever, they're like, so the diagnosis is chest pain. Yeah. And it's like, that's what I had put in as the symptom, because it asks you like what's wrong. I put like chest pain and stuff, and then like the diagnosis on the receipt or whatever you call it, the thing they gave you back, it just said chest pain. No, I was like, cool. And they were like, if this happens again, just come back.
Yeah. And they're gonna tell you have chest pain.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, it's been pretty ass. But I don't know. That's just a lot. I mean,
no, but we have Killer King, no?
What?
Martin Luther King Hospital.
Yeah.
And how was like considered Killer King because people would like be dying on their doorstep and they wouldn't really care. Ever. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah, the hospital was called. Everybody called it Killer King.
Explain a little story right now. It happened to my. Actually, I don't know. This is too personal, but I guess it explains the extremes of people. But my mom had like a discharge, right? And they wouldn't come to the apartments, right? nor would they like attend her. Like she would call and they wouldn't attend her. So she was like bleeding and she left like a whole trail of blood and they wouldn't attend her. She still had to wait. So it's like there's people that need like severely, like that was really traumatizing for me as a 10-year-old, as a 13-year-old. And what's it called? But yeah, there's like people crying, people bleeding out, and it's just like they won't attend you. Like you have to wait.
I get the point. I mean, like that makes sense. In the hospital, sure. Like, and you're in the waiting room. But like in ER, like emergency room, it's supposed to be quick service because it's an emergency. I guess some people go there for things that aren't emergencies, but usually it's an emergency. You still have to wait like minimum 30 minutes. I've never heard anyone getting serviced faster than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Unless you go in through the ambulance and like on the stretcher or whatever it's called, and
like,
they like
things
directly
that-
take you to the room. But if you're like, that only happened once, and it was like my little brother was having a seizure, like really little.
Yeah.
So I think he got special care because he was like a baby.
Yeah.
But like, that's the only time I've heard about that happening.
Yeah. Back to what you were saying too, like the reason, you know how I said was like, oh, like I got attended immediately.
Mhm.
It was a basketball game and the ambulance came to me. Mr. Reed was there. So it's like, oh, like a student just like dislocated their knee. Like we must attend her right now. And like, that's probably why I got faster. Huh?
I love your
Yeah.
Mr. Reed's our personable. Thank you for supporting.
Future guest.
You follow on
future
Instagram. Future guest.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a crazy lineup. You guys are.
You're not ready for this.
You're not ready for this. You're not ready for
this. Yeah, but Mr. Reed, he's a real one for that.
He came in.
He was there the whole entire time with me in the ambulance. He was making sure I made it safely there because the ride. The ride was worse than the actual like fall because I was there like with holding my leg and there was so many.
There's like a tendon, like a single skin pulling it together. It's just separated.
That's how it felt because like there's you know how the streets are so bad here in like
yeah.
cities like. What's it called? Yeah, the
down.
bumps. Yes, there's so many bumps, and that was worse than me actually falling. Cause I ended up taking a picture smiling on the floor, like with a dislocated knee.
Oh yeah.
Also, once the adrenaline cools down, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it's bad. But yeah, geez, we need like better ambulance suspension. Advocate for that.
A plane.
A plane.
I could have gotten a helicopter.
Take off at our school, land in the hospital that's like like a quarter mile away.
Yeah. I should have just walked it. Like, walked my way. I think I would have been better.
Smoother.
Yeah. Just limping my way to the hospital.
Hopping all the way. But yeah, I've heard like horrible service at hospitals. Like, I can't imagine like, Jesus, being pregnant and like, that's their only option.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, hospital's kind of morbid. What's another topic?
Oh, another topic. Oh, my bad. But Luna, we were mentioning about helicopters and planes. So you like to travel a lot.
Okay, that's a good
so
transition.
smooth.
I do. It's because my uncle and my aunt, they take me places a lot because I was their first niece, and they were like, oh, a child, and they would just take me with them places. So they just like take me wherever. They would be going to like Mexico, or I went to Italy with them once. Because they'd just be going places, and they were like, let's have the child tag along.
Because they don't have children?
They didn't have children until like
recently.
And you said,
recently.
And you said you were like the first niece too.
Yeah.
Like not even like a nephew either.
No, my little brother was 6 years later with my little brother.
But you were like the first one.
I was the first
one.
one. Also, I was kind of the kid that you could just leave in the corner and they, I wouldn't die.
Yeah.
So they were like, she'll be fine. And so they could just like take me places it would be fine. So I would go to like the Grand Canyon. I'd go to Mexico, and we still like take a lot of family trips. Oh, it would be super fun.
No, I meant like the Grand Canyon. I've never been.
Oh, the Grand Canyon? It's not that good.
Big?
Yeah.
Pretty grand?
Meh.
No?
No.
What's grander?
Most things?
Yeah? Like what?
Literally, like anything. Like you see like a waterfall. That's like, it doesn't have to be a big one. Just like a normal kind of waterfall. That's
like from a fountain?
Honestly, it's not that cool.
No, that's so disappointing.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
I'm moving states. Where's a? This is so random. What's a cooler landmark?
Cooler landmark.
Italy?
Wait, how many countries have you been to?
Mexico, Guatemala, the U.S. and Italy.
So 5?
I think so. I don't know. I was in Guatemala for like 5 minutes though.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
She like
They
despawned.
landed. They were like, nah, never mind. They took off again. Guatemala in 5 minutes. How's that?
It was nice.
for 5 minutes?
Yeah, for 5 minutes it was nice.
Can
No,
you
it was
explain
like-
how that works, please?
I think she's being
I was
hyperbolic. Were you actually there for 5 minutes?
for 5 minutes.
What do you mean?
Give me a second. Let me explain. I was in Chiapas, right?
Which Chavez?
Chiapas is a state in the north part of Mexico, right?
Okay.
South part of Mexico,
Uh-huh.
and do the map, and then
I'm not doing anything, by the way. Can't be bothered.
no, I meant like,
Yeah,
here,
yeah. So,
Like
so
with
you're
your
so you're
hands.
right here.
and then you just go. There was a little lake, and then you just cross the lake, and you're Guatemala, and they were like, "Do you guys want to get souvenirs?" And then we just took a selfie with the Guatemalan
Oh, so you
flag.
were staying in Mexico,
Mhm.
and you just want to like visit real quick and then come
No,
back.
it was like part of the thing. Like they tour to the lake because it was a really pretty lake, and they were like, "Oh, you guys want to go to Guatemala real quick?" We're like, "Sure."
Is it like that thing in Arizona where it's connected in all the 4 years? Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
There's like that crossing.
that's a better landmark than the Grand Canyon.
You been there?
Huh? Yeah,
Damn.
just on the way to the Grand Canyon.
I haven't
better.
been anywhere. I like go to AutoZone if I want some adventure or something.
Yeah.
I go to Walmart. that's the coolest like action seeing the crackheads there.
pretty funny seeing
let's
the
talk
crackheads in
about
Walmart,
that.
though.
Like, I guess
Crackheads?
no,
Crackheads.
like our
I'm sorry.
Walmarts. I guess just the place that we live in is very
Oh,
strange.
it is
But
so
like
strange.
in Walmart, every time I've gone to Walmart, someone's always screaming, fighting. There's always cops.
Walmart's awesome. Walmart's like
I know it's so
it's like
entertaining.
it's a you go there and you get like 10 side quests. Like you
Yeah.
get like,
Yeah.
like you can go on a mission. This person will be up to you. He's like, I'm looking for this gift for my daughter or something. It's, like- it's always the most random adventure. What? I saw you there. Once.
Oh,
It was like 9 p.m. or
unlock
something.
the character.
No, because you get the weirdest things. Like there's a random señora like asking you which pan they think is better.
Someone
like,
always arguing with the cashiers.
uh-huh. There's always something.
Oh my god.
And everything is locked at our Walmart, so
Oh
you
yeah,
have
it's so
to.
ghetto.
Everything is locked.
The Lego boxes, like
I was.
they're all locked.
Can't steal them anymore.
Yeah, man.
Where were you gonna? Where would you steal a Lego box?
Don't tell the secrets. Don't tell the secrets. What I was gonna say.
I don't.
One time I
I
got
don't.
so pissed because I was like, my girlfriend was sick, so I needed like this medicine. Yeah, I was in a rush. I just needed this medicine real quick. Like I was trying to get to her. I was trying to get it to her as soon as possible. And you know not anymore, but you know they used to have like these like 10 items or less. I was like,
Oh
quick.
yeah,
This lady, this woman, this.
this woman.
You could even call her that. She was like, she had a full cart, and the lady, like the cashier, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this item's for 10 hours only." She's like, "No,"
No.
and she's like, she tried to explain to her, and the whole time I'm like, "Oh my,
It's
this
yeah.
one lady,
It's
bro."
always the crankiest customers too.
And then I finally get there, and like I go to pay my item, and she's like, "I'm sorry, like these people." I'm like, "It's not your fault. It's just Jesus Christ. People just, it's so hard to be polite."
The employees,
I know.
I-
Oh yeah,
I
Jesus,
feel for
yeah, I can
them.
never.
they're always like fresh out of high school.
They're either extremely happy because it's their first day, or they're extremely depressed because it's their second day or longer.
This was like freshman year, and so I was like, what, 14, 13, maybe
17?
14.
You were 14.
Yeah, and this dude
She was
came.
there.
She was the employee. But yeah, like this dude came up to me. Walmart. He had the little tag and everything, and he asked me for my age, and I was like 14. And then that's when his friends started laughing and like,
Why did you
His
tell
Walmart-
him?
His
well,
Walmart
'cause,
friend?
yeah, like his people,
his fellow
like-
employee.
Yeah,
His
yeah, yeah,
coworker?
yeah. And
His
that's
people.
when he asked me for my Instagram, and he DM'd me.
On the job.
Yes,
He was-
and he had his like age on his bio too, and everything.
How old is he?
He was, like,
86.
23.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Man, it's
And
like a straight up
he-
pedophile.
Yeah. And he
Oh.
DM'd me like some very inappropriate stuff, and I had to like block him immediately. But it's just like, I guess
You should have told like his boss or like the
no,
Walmart.
my mom. I did tell my mom because I'm like, bro, like obviously out of curiosity, I'm like, what does this dude want? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought maybe he had to do something with my
He
shirt.
was trying to hire you.
No. I had my Fireboss shirt.
Recruited him
So
to be
I
her
thought
people.
this dude looked young too. So yeah, that was scary.
That seems scary. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Every time I see like a teenager, like that I think is a teenager, like fresh out of high school,
I'm so
I
bad with
get
ages.
I get really scared. I don't like going to Walmart anymore.
Traumatizing. You know, I'm so bad with ages. I can't judge a face at all. I can't tell if someone's like 12 or like 20 sometimes.
Mhm.
Especially when they're like shorter or taller, like than their age normally is, it's like I can't.
Yeah.
No.
What do you guys think about the what is it called? The Sephora kids? The
Sephora kid.
Oh, the 10-year-olds at Sephora.
Yeah. Those are like
I don't think we got time for this. This is a deep
speed
topic. I think I
run.
know what
Let's
you're talking
speed
about.
run. Let's speed run.
Like you're talking about like little girls that. Actually, you explain better. You explain better.
You explain.
You.
Okay, so it's these 10-year-olds at Sephora that are like rummaging through the drunk elephant stuff, and they're trying to find all this makeup that's like
Drunk
written all the.
elephant?
Yes, there's this drunk elephant like toner.
What's it? I need so much context. Drunk elephant toner.
Drunk
That's the-
elephant. Drunk elephant is the brand,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the toner is like a skincare thing
Okay.
with retinol. That's a chemical. Is for your skin.
Okay.
It's not good for people's skin that's like young, because it'll dry out your skin, and then it'll
People's
like.
skin that are young children. They have a word for that.
No, I mean like people our age basically shouldn't be using it either.
Okay.
It's like for no like people that are older, like
Yeah, it's like that
After
anti-aging
puberty.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Oh yeah.
if you're 10, what are you gonna revert
You're
to?
not even. You haven't even started aging. Like that doesn't
Yeah.
count.
So they'll be buying all this stuff, and supposedly they'll be like rummaging stuff, and it'll be like Black Friday and Sephora's like every day. Just the chaos
yeah.
and people throwing stuff,
Is it
people
recent
shoving
thing?
people.
This is a recent thing.
Yeah, kinda. It's become a thing people are aware of more.
Okay. That was a good talk. Kind of random, last topic.
Yeah.
Ran out of time. Thank you, Luna, for coming on this episode. Hopefully, this episode comes out uninterrupted. Everything came out well. This episode was a long time coming. This is the first episode of 2024. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for all the follows, subscribes. Make sure to follow if you're not. Subscribe if you're not. Like, comment. That helps us a lot. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you, because that's like no one listens on Spotify.
The
Give
desert.
us a 5-star rating. Anything I'm missing?
Timu
Get the Timu code. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you
you.
next week.
episode. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Bye, guys.
Bye.